1 Timothy 6:5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of truth, supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself. Like deacon Asaph here. This explains his character and the character of his mentor. All right, because Deacon Asaph is a much less charismatic as his mentor. But godliness with content is great gain. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Kol halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakaha Kodash. Double honors into the apostles, double honors into the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than never. The 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathen that look like those heathen. All right, this is not a black thing. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. And Deacon Asaph, he literally is a hot garbage rapper, false witness, all right? Even worse at teaching, sound doctrine, that is. All right, he used sensationalized slander tactics and political marketing and speech to sell IUIC as a community building camp. But that isn't scriptural at all. Let's go to Isaiah. And I'm start at verse 8. And it reads, Also I heard the voice of Yahweh saying, Whom shall I send? And whom will go for us? Then said I, Here I am, send me. And he said, Go and tell his people, Hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. So the Lord didn't even want a lot of these people. But here's the point. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, Until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. How are you going to build a community in a place that's going to be utterly desolate? How? Without inhabitant, without houses, until the land is utterly desolate. And these guys are teaching build and what to do for the community. That is not scriptural. That is not what we're set up to do. But that is what happens when you make allegiance, when you make deals with the devil. When you have a 501c3 camp and you have to please the government entities that are oppressing us. To see the Great Millstone operates outside of that. Okay, because we're not here to make agreements with them. We're not here to tear them down physically. We're here to prophesy. And the very words we're prophesying has propagated and sped up the prophecies, not the words of IUIC. They have that we got to make it in this society mentality. And the Lord said he's going to make this place desolate and destroy it. Why would you want to? Why? Because they're given that sensationalized sale point to sell to the unlearned minds of Israel here in America, which is where all the prophecies, for the most part, concerning the end of and the destruction of Babylon is supposed to happen here. Okay, these guys are trying to push prosperity over the curses. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. And it reads, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe, to do all the commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all of these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field." Where's the prosperity in that? Hold on, let me turn this Okay. All right. Back to the scriptures. So where's the prosperity in that? Where is the doing well in this society? Where's the building of the community in that? How do you build? Cursed thou shalt be when thou comest in, and cursed thou shalt be when thou goest out. Where is the community building in that? If we indeed are who we say we are, who we believe we are. Okay? This hot garbage rapper slanderer, matter of fact, I'm just going to start calling him MC Slander. That's Deacon Asaph's new name. Deacon MC Slander. All right? Deuteronomy 20, 25 and 30. "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof." Jake in this society will go and work his entire life and have nothing to show for it at the end of it, and that's collectively. So I guess all Jake are just bums, even though they work hard. Jake built America, and they hate it when you say that, but it's true. Off the backs of Jacob was the economy of America built up and allowed it to become the first world nation. Not to mention all the inventions that Jake built that pushed America to the forefront and got no credit for. Inventions that are still used today, that are sold around the world. Verse 32, Deuteronomy 28 and 32. I'm staying in Deuteronomy 28 for now. "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail for longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand." Look what happened with a lot of the migrants' children that tried to come here over the last 5-6 years. How they had those kids in cages. You have a whole network of children being shipped all over the place here in America that come up missing, and the majority of those children are Israelite children. So I guess they're just all bums. Just because they fell under the curses that the Lord put on them. We're talking about the Lord's elect who are still rich, even though they may have nothing in this world. But according to this man, those people are wicked. All right? Some of those people be the very elect themselves. Deuteronomy 28 and 44. "He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him, and he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail." So IUIC, Sakari, ISUPK, and anyone involved in GMS, if you need to buy a car, you got to go to Esau. If you need to buy a building or a house, you got to go to Esau. You want an education, you got to go to Esau. The only education that you can get without Esau is the best one, and even the president, I believe it was Theodore Roosevelt, said it. And that's a thorough understanding of this Bible. The Bible is the highest education that can be achieved on earth, and clearly the men of IUIC have failed at that miserably. All right. Alazar of the Sakari has thrown it away and gone backwards and change and change all the things that he's learned. He's teaching you watered down, horrible techniques. If they were getting in the ring to be fighters, they'd be getting beat up and submitted every damn match and be trying to figure out why. Why? Because they stepped away from the basics. They stepped away from the drilling. They stepped away from the hard training. They want to do everything easy. Not do the road work, not sweat. Okay? Want to look good all the time, so they don't want to train the way that they should. With your lineups and your hair down to the middle of your back, your crown covered while you're going before the Lord. Then when it's time, you get destroyed. That would be these guys. Verse 45. Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hast hearkened not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and the statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. The curses identify who we are, and prosperity for us only happens in America to a certain extent, because the Lord will give some of us our daily bread, and those and if the Lord is letting you live deliciously on this side, you've already gotten your consolation. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith the Lord. So IUIC, all right, Sakari, saying that we're jealous of their jealous of the fact that they wouldn't made a covenant with the devil and got him on his side, so they can get, tax-free and all these loans or whatever the hell sale that they've done. Hence the reason why they don't correct one another. Since when did correction, all right, become an evil thing? Since when did defending the gospel become a wicked thing? When someone goes off in the doctrine, you're supposed to correct them. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the scriptures. And when it's done here, they're just jealous haters, just jealous bums. You sound like a fool, man. Straight boo-boo. Like your garbage raps. All right? If the Lord wanted rappers, he'd have brought in all the good ones. And most of the best rappers are dead now. All right? Let's go to Isaiah 42 and 22. Because you can't tell me, I refuse to believe that every Jacob that's locked up is just wicked. All right? I've seen how crooked and unethical and unrighteous the court systems can be, and how they can railroad someone who's committed no crime right into their system. And it happens to Jake more than anyone else. And everyone knows that there's an imbalance, all right, within the jail system. So you mean to tell me that someone who every guy that's in jail, Jake that's in jail, that's been locked up, can't be of the elect? All the disciples, Paul, they all were thrown in and out of jail. Every one of them. Isaiah 42 and 22. For this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. All of them. The holes of the traps were set in traps. The traps. Even if you're not in a physical jail, you're still it's locked up within their system. All right, and there's levels to oppression and levels to the prison. All right. One thing that Alex Jones, with his bugged out self, said was, this really is a prison planet, and the biggest one is here in America. There's levels, because you have inmates. We're all inmates, and we can go from the far west coast of California to the far east coast of New York. All right, but you can't leave without permission. Got to get them documents and them papers from Massa. Then you got a guy who can only walk back and forth in the yard or in his cell. So the American citizens, you're a prisoner with, and then you have free. You got a prisoner stuck beside the prison walls, and then you got a prisoner that's stuck within an open world for you video game players. You know, who like to play what was that famous game, the GTA games. All right, so it's like an open world, but you can't go any further than what it allows you to. That city you're in. And America is one great unwalled city. You know, we're all under curses here. You know? That's weird. My phone just started playing music all of a sudden. Man, Esau's technology is just failing. I had no idea where it was coming from. Let me grab another scripture. Let's go to Job. That's my Bible app. The hell, that was weird. Okay, this is Job 27 and 19. And it reads, "The rich man lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He opened his eyes, and he is not." All right, so you got your consolation on this side, man. That, you know, you're going to be a nutsack Israelite. You will not make it on the chariot. You will not be get the gift of riches, and the number one gift of riches is getting that new body. All right. Well, we don't get sick. We don't get old. We don't die anymore. The blessing that comes in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. That's the penny we're all looking for and pushing for. Let's go to Proverbs, the 28th chapter, verse 11. And it reads, "The rich man is wise in his own conceit, but the poor man that have understanding searches him out." So you should be searching out the poor man of GMS, who can give you the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, the real riches, the men of faith. Jumping up to verse 20. Proverbs 28 and 20. "A faithful man shall abound with his blessings, but he that maketh haste to be rich shall not be innocent." Especially when you know, DJ Slander here, MC Deacon Slander. Propagating lies after lies. Using the tactics of Esau Edom, showing a clip and not letting you hear what was said, the question that was asked, not letting you hear the content of what was asked, or the questions or the statements before the statement or after. Take a sound bite and then run with it. That is a low down, dirty, low belly nigga move. MC Slander. We're supposed to pray for our daily bread. All right. This is let's go to Matthew 19 and 23. Yeah. And it reads, "Then said Yahushua unto his disciple, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God." And these people are seeking riches, and they have attained it. And in doing so, they have perverted the gospel, turned away from the gospel, and then teach slander to against those who actually teach the gospel. Because the truth of the matter is, they cannot compete with us scripturally. They can't do it. So they revert to those Edomite tactics of slander and lies with their Hollywood production videos. to make people think that the Lord is with them, teaching that gain is godliness. When the Bible said, from such men turn away from. All right, we were told, what the Lord said, give me, what's that, remove from me? It's Proverbs, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Proverbs 30:8. Something that Deacon Asaph, Mr. MC Slander here, hasn't done. Proverbs 30:8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. He's full of vanity and he's full of lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food that is convenient for me. The food is the knowledge and the wisdom, the good news of the scriptures. That is what we do for the community. And we're only here for the elect. They teach nothing about the elect. And they don't correct and defend the gospel when another group goes off because they're under 501c3 charter. Sellout traitors. Slanderous traitors is what this man and the organization he's a part of is. Sellout, slanderous traitor. Why? Verse 9. Lest I be full and deny thee. See, he's full, so he's denying the Lord. All right, you less charismatic, funny-looking, unattractive specimen of a man, you horrible, hot garbage rapper, slanderer. Lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is Yahweh? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of God in vain. And that's exactly what these guys do. They don't teach the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He actually speaks against it. All right, we've all seen the video where his predecessor, his leader, taught one of the best videos that was ever put up on the internet or anywhere on proving that the name is Yahweh Yahushai. And now he's coming against it because he's in league with Esau Edom. This hot garbage, rapping, slanderous piece of shit, Deacon Asaph. I can't wait for the Lord to publicly destroy them. But here's what Yahushua said. I'm going to close on this. Because the Lord said vengeance is his, man. We're going to find out who the real men of the Lord are. And we're going to find out soon. All right? Look at the marriages and the son selling that God. They become nothing but a purple Baptist church with an Israelite twist. All right, knowing that in the Bible, our forefather had 4 wives himself. And that never changed. The 12 tribes of Israel came out of 4 different women. And many of our forefathers had multiple wives. We teach what's written in the scriptures and they're ashamed of it. Because they woman worship and they want that woman money to please his westernized captive Israelite women here to keep that money coming in. But in Matthew 6 and 9, and it says, after this manner therefore pray ye, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The heavenly laws allows a man to have multiple wives. Give us this day our daily bread. It didn't say riches and wealth. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, something that MC Deacon Slander doesn't do. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. And what is it? The hour of temptation? The MOTB, which they teach against that. The Lord is going to destroy these piece of shit, wicked ass niggas. And I cannot wait for people like that who don't want to acknowledge Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to get what's coming to them. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash Kwam Yasharala Abba Babal.